Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name's Mandy, and today I'm going to show you a little bit about my monthly vision board page insert that you can purchase in my Etsy shop that I really do feel is just really nice to have as an addition to your planner. Mainly because it is always nice to think about things a little bit ahead of time. You can plan some things out using it. You can be intentional with how you want to spend your time throughout the month. You can just be productive. You can think of your different goals for the month and just kind of have a nice layout. And I've been doing it for a couple months now. Well, I guess more of a few months now. Here in my goals section of my planner, I have one of, my empty ones. I was playing around with color. This color isn't in the shop, but this color is, and I did not print it, but I also have a gray in the shop. So if you like more neutral color where this isn't there, and this is gray, these are gray. So that way when you print them out, they would be, I would think more, like a lighter gray. So you can use stickers, or if you just like a more neutral tone. So as you can see, I have March here. I didn't really write down my vision for March, but I did write down mainly this was homeschool for March. We had spring break happening and stuff like that, but I did have a couple other things down here that I wanted to do, but this was all homeschool. It was all the things that we had going on for my kids in March. Things that we were doing, then I kind of like used it for Etsy, so what I wanted to create and what I wanted to get into my Etsy shop. So really it was just like a nice simple way to sit down and write out what I really wanted for homeschool and my shop that month. You can use these in so many different ways. You can print multiples up of them for the month and do them each by category or for each goal. For example, these are I don't like calling these my goals. They're more how I can be more intentional, but I have for family. I could make a whole one of these for family. Marriage, spiritual, like whatever, you do. Or what I like to do is pretty much do all of them and just focus on a few different things that month, because these goals are for my whole year and I don't have to focus on all 8 of them every single month. So I like to kind of pick a couple things and put them here. I have to say, I started getting a lot more out in Etsy, partially because of using this. It just really helped me sit down and think ahead, make a list, have these lists somewhere where I can actually go back to them and, get a few things done. As you can see, I got 3 different things in the shop that day. I created that month, I created 3 different things. So really helpful. So that was March. Here was February. So I just created it in February and I wanted to kind of, see how I wanted to use it. I wasn't needing this or, thinking of ways to use this bottom portion yet, but really, really liked it. And, just playing around with it. And then here we have April. So the most recent one that I created, because obviously we're still in April. And I just wrote down almost like list format of my vision. I wanted a peaceful home, to get outdoors, productive homeschool, to make marriage. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera there. Marriage a priority. So, how was I going to do that was, our thoughts, because our anniversary too was in April. Fitness, making like a workout plan for the whole week. And I also wanted to make sure that I plan ahead for May's dates. So it kind of ended up being a list of things that I wanted to really focus on throughout the month. I didn't put so many things on the calendar, but it was really nice to just look at the calendar and see, as I refer back to this page, see, how things are playing out. And then to write down the different things that we wanted to go to or do. So I don't always come back here to check things off until the end of the month, unless I, refer to it every week, which is I'm starting to make part of my planning process, because I like to have this page along with this page, which is also in my shop, it's been in my shop already, but if you really need to write down your routines like I do, or at least like a goal routine, this is so nice. And then here is where I put details of each specific annual intention that I made, and then just different places to visit, big happenings. These, you know, I didn't really use this portion, but this is so nice, and this is in the shop. I love using this double-sided with this monthly vision board. So a lot of times I will take this out and I will use it when I create my calendar here, and just make sure that I have all the things on the list. And then I love keeping these, as you can see, in the back of this section, so that way I can refer to it as we go. So we have February, March, April, and now we are going to basically create one for May. Now I'm going to use, am I going to use this one? Maybe, I'm trying to think if I did print up. I don't know if I did print up my grayscale one. So I'll just use this one. Disclaimer, again, this color is not in the shop. If you like a different color scheme like this, let me know. But what's in the shop are these colors, and then a grayscale, kind of like this gray. So, you know, imagine like these being gray and not having the graphics. So basically, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to start. I'm not going to fully create May with you guys because I honestly need a little bit more quiet time to myself to do that. But I figured I would go ahead and just kind of show you guys what I do. So sometimes I'll put a quote up here, or I will make sure that I, you know, put what we're focusing on up here. So last month it was grow with God and help our family and children do the same. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to put that up there yet because I feel like it does require a little bit more of a deeper thought for me, but I am going to put my dates in. So I like to date it. It really helps me to just kind of know how the month is going to go. Like if there are any dates that stand out, like if there's any birthdays or something, I can look ahead when I do this. It kind of goes into my brain and I can look ahead and think, oh, okay, yeah, I need to kind of think about that. Like, what am I talking at the same time? But May, there's obviously, hang on, I'm just going to finish this up. So we would have Memorial Day. And I don't have my other calendar, so, but I do know that, so what I'm going to try to do is like, okay, end of homeschool. And we don't quite fully end, but we end with the bulk of a lot of our lessons by the end of May. I also think that this is a wonderful, and I haven't completely used it that way yet, but I really want to use, I might actually do that. I can't do it with you guys right here, but I might actually make this all about homeschool and write down the different lessons, because I really need to do a lesson overview to see if how many lessons we will be done with by the end of May, and kind of, you know, figure out our summer if we have a few lessons to do throughout the summer. Sometimes I'll take one day a week to do the lessons in the summer. And we end up finishing out where we have like a good month where we don't have any school. But I do like to stick to some kind of routine. So end of homeschool, we have Memorial Day. And I know there's so much more that's probably going to be happening in May, but important dates, we'll do that. So you can label these however you want. I like writing down our projects. And because I'm going to be writing down places to visit here, I am going to make this more of like a to-do. So that way I can, you know, refer to it throughout the month. Let's see, I actually can check this off for April. All right. Now my vision is to just, I like writing hearts, have fun ending our homeschool year. I don't want it to feel stressful. I want it to be enjoyable, no stress. Obviously there may be some, but no stress and enjoyable. I also want to make sure that we have a celebration for it. So with that, you know, we might actually have to do like maybe ice cream, favorite meal, games. And that's why, like I said, you can print up quite a few of these. If, say, for example, this was more for homeschool, then, you know, it can be. And you can print up a couple different ones. Or you can just make it for your whole, you know, life, for life in the month of May. Okay, well, that's all I really have right now because I haven't really had some quiet time to myself to sit down and really think about this. But I hope that you guys kind of enjoyed seeing the past vision boards that I've created or, you know, used, and what I'm thinking about for May. And if you guys are interested in this, it is linked in the description below. So is my whole shop. And I just recently organized it a little bit better. So if you want to look for things by categories, try to find that category drop down menu, and you can do that as well. And it's just an easier way to find things as opposed to just, you know, going by like the dates that I've put things in my shop. But these are in there now and I'm really excited. They go really well with, I'm trying to think of what I called these. I think I called them routine and intentions or something like that. But I love putting them on a double-sided sheet like this. And a lot of times I just put them right after my monthly, and I have them right there. Or I will keep them in my goals section so I can easily, like this, easily get to by just flipping the tab. So I go like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps me out so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I'd love to see you around here. And have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye, guys.